Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Monday night football tonight, guys. Monday madness. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Glad to have everybody tuning in with us. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. In one second, let me make a little adjustment to the camera there. There we go. Get it a little more. Nah, good enough. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have everybody here. The free play board behind me is empty. We need to change that. Kind of a light day with the actual game schedule today. No NBA. There is a NHL game. Major League Baseball, nearly a full slate of games. Monday Night Football, Saints and the Raiders. And it's going to be a good day today. Hopefully, you guys are all having a fantastic Monday. Just getting the live chat up and running. So everybody tuning in, welcome. Sorry for the hour late delay this morning. Mr. Foster, Justice, Jeff, Marlon, good morning. It's a nice call on the Chiefs to win. I got them in a pick 'em at plus 114 and plus 169. Although I lost my parlay with them in it by a half a point, it turned out to not be such a bad day. Fantastic. Justice says, yesterday with your live cards wager, accidentally put them on the money line 2-1. Was a great win. Thanks, you're very welcome. Morning, William, tuning in via text. The live wager show put out some nice little live wagers yesterday on the Chiefs live when they were down big. Tom, good morning. Tom, congratulations on your 4-1. I believe it's 4-1 in our Pick'em contest. We'll go over all of that stuff here in a little bit. Kyle, good morning. Mr. Watson, good morning. Kyle B in the house, good morning. Dustin H is calling it now. Alvin Kamara, anytime TD minus 125 is a lock. Kyle B says it will be a close game in the NFL. Now, according to our contests that we're running, most people don't think so. Most people, well, somebody just said they predicted the Saints 24-21, but for the most part, on our contest, on our daily free play video, we're stepping up the contest. Jay Pence was close off by a point yesterday, but we stepped up the contest for today for Monday Night Football. I mean, guys, come on. I'm ready to give some stuff away. I'm ready to transfer some Bitcoin into some people's BetOnline accounts. Guess the correct score of Monday Night Football as well as the winner on our daily free play video. You get the Cappers Direct full swag package and $150 in your BetOnline account courtesy of us. All you have to do is make your guess right. Yeah, Kyle B, I saw that. I was frozen. I got it fixed. Thank you, though. I thought it was a very flattering frozen photo. So we stepped it up for the contest. Hopefully you guys win it today. Hopefully somebody or a handful of you win it today. Would love to give away not only some swag packages, but some cash to everybody. And remember, make those guesses on the daily free play video. But I will be honest with you. A lot of people rolling with the Saints. Well, I'm just going to go over just a handful of the guesses. 31-24 Saints, 31-17 Saints, 31-17 Saints, 31-20 Saints, 28-24 Saints, 31-17 Saints, If it lands on 31-17, we've got some liability, that's for sure. 28-24 Saints, 31-17 Saints. Somebody says, feel the freedom with Utopia. Feel the freedom with the boot. See ya. This guy keeps spamming our YouTube. Give him the boot. He was spamming some weird Scientology page the other day. It automatically blocked him with the links. 31-24 Saints, 34-24 Saints, 35-31 Saints, 27-20 Saints. Try Utopia Ecosystem. You will like it. No thanks. 28-21. Raiders. Oh, there's a guest for the Raiders. Kyle B coming in with the Raiders. I think that was the first Raiders pick that I've seen. Might have been the second. Nope, that was the first. LT says, who dat? I'm at work. What's going on? LT, don't work too hard, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Hope the missus is doing well. And congratulations to your daughter on that ride to LSU for softball. Ruben, you came close yesterday. I saw that Jay Pence was off by one digit. But we're stepping it up today, and today's going to be... I see yours for today, Ruben, 31-27 Saints. But we're definitely going to be stepping it up for today's live show, and it's going to be fun. Yeah, Ruben, you had 30-17 yesterday. 30-17. Very, very close. Very close. But as we saw in my teaser yesterday, unfortunately, close doesn't get us anywhere in sports betting unless ties reduce. And in that case, I'll bet online on 10-team special teasers. They don't reduce. All right, so what do we got on top today? Dustin says, Teddy Bridgewater and the Panthers dropped 30 on the Raiders. Once the Saints drop 31, everyone will know for sure that the Raiders' D is garbage, same as last year. You know, we're going to talk about that one. We're going to talk about Monday Night Football in a little bit. But I'm kind of leaning along the same lines as you there, Dustin, but there's a couple things that still have me a little bit leery. And we're going to go over all of that here in a little bit when we jump to Monday Night Football. But obviously, we've got Major League Baseball. So we're going to talk a little Major League Baseball first, and then we'll jump into the NFL. And we're going to make it a great day today. And we don't have a choice but to make it a great day today. I'll be honest, free plays have been lackluster the last 2 days. Free plays were on fire, and then Saturday came. And Saturday was a bad day all the way around. I went 3-0 yesterday on my personal plays. And I'll do a recap because I know not everybody watched the daily free play video or watched live wager yesterday. And for everybody that doesn't know, that is here. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We go live 7 days a week for Cappers Nation Live. And then on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, there'll probably be an expansion day for live wager, possibly in the near future. Pending a couple good things. But Live Wager is a show that we do Saturdays and Sundays starting at the second quarter of either college games or the pro games, where we focus only on live wagers, in-game betting. And that one will just get better and better and better as time goes on. The format of it, the layout of it, and how we do it. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Yesterday, we'll just start with my personal plays. Yesterday, First of all, Saturday, I had a very unorthodox 1-3 bad day. Saturday was a rough day. Won the first game, couldn't catch a single break after that. Couldn't catch a single break after that. However, I promised all my clients, I said, hey, it's all right. Sunday's a new day, and Sunday's going to be a big day. Bounce backs for us are notoriously monstrous. Well, we had our bounce back. We delivered. Went 3-0 yesterday on my personal plays. Jacksonville and Tennessee over 44. Winner. 49ers coasted to an easy victory. Winner. And the Indians laying 1.5. Winner. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Was definitely a good way to end the week on my personal plays. Especially after the Saturday that had. Now, premium plays. Started out Detroit, Green Bay over. Nice, easy cash. Brad, good morning. Nice, easy cash on Green Bay over. The Bills let us down. Delayed game. Yada, 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 yada. I don't think there's been a delayed football game that I have ever won. A total, a side. I think when it comes to delayed games, I am just flat out jinxed if I'm on them. Probably not, but that's just the way that it goes. Tampa Bay in baseball, we dropped that one. We hammered the St. Louis Cardinals, which during live wager we actually had or bet live. And then the Lakers last night. They get the win, but they do not cover the 7.5 for the premium play. I stayed off of it as a personal play. I bet it just as a premium play. I didn't double dip or anything like that. So we ended up 2-3. So it was a very unorthodox weekend for premium plays. So that just means the big run's coming today. So premium plays. Ron, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I really do. Appreciate that. So premium plays had a rough weekend. We bounced back on my personal plays from a rough Saturday to an amazing 3-0 Sunday. You know, and one thing that, most people are not willing to do is you only see ever anybody in this industry show off winning tickets. Nobody will show you a losing ticket. Now, I showed this off. Brad, yes. Buy 3, get 3 free. Jerry, good morning. And Aaron, yes, if it's still on the website, it's still available. And I was told it'll be on the website this week as well. So, yeah, you can still get it, Aaron. Yeah, Brad, you can buy a new package. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. Absolutely. And a lot of people won't show off a losing ticket. They say it's bad for business. Is showing off a losing ticket bad for business? Well, I guess if it's, a $10, $20 ticket, yeah, it shows that one that you can't win, let alone for $20. But I don't mind showing this. This was from Bet Online, and this was actually a mistake. This was actually I made the bet when I was tired. I wasn't thinking. We were close, but I made a big teaser. I made it, and it's on the screen right now. You guys can see it. It was a $6,500 to win $5,000 teaser. And we cashed the very first two ones. The very first one was the big Sunday guaranteed play, Carolina and Tampa Bay over. It was a 10-point teaser on Bet Online, so it was under special teasers. And had the over at 36.5. That cashed, although for a little while it looked like it wasn't going to cash. But we did cash that one. And then had the 49ers plus 3 on that ticket. That one cashed with ease. And then it was the bottom one. And this one, I'm actually still pissed off over this bottom one. Vikings-Colts over 39. Vikings and the Colts over 39. We show that one off. And the sad thing is, here's the sad thing. I couldn't find on the website the special teaser spot on BetOnline. I ended up finding it afterwards, of course, because I seen it graded as a loser. But for about 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes roughly, I actually thought it was a winner. Brad, you're cracking me up. And Robert says, everyone will lose some. I love these Twitter clowns that claim to bet 5 to 10 grand and you never see a ticket. Just as I'm saying they bet it. Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, I don't mind showing the ticket off and showing reality. You know, and showing reality to everybody. And, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, and unfortunately with this ticket, guys, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. You know, I'll be flat out honest with you. Why I picked the Colts over? Well, first of all, I cashed both the Colts and the Vikings over in week 1. Okay? But I actually screwed up. It was supposed to have my personal play in there. It was supposed to have my other personal play in there. Because I had the 49ers, which was a personal play. Laying 7 winner. Jacksonville, Tennessee over 44 was what it was supposed to be. And unfortunately, I was tired. I had a bad Saturday. I was in a rush. And always check your tickets. Don't make a mistake. And then, you know, once the games got started going, I was like, oh, okay, it's just the Colts and Vikings. We'll be good. But it ended up at 39. And on BetOnline, if you do a 7, a 6.5, a 6, a 5, or 4.5, whatever teaser you do, as long as it's 7 points and under, it's a regular teaser. If it's a 3-team or more, ties reduce. So for about 5 minutes, I thought it reduced into a 2-team teaser. And I was like, oh, Hail Mary, yes, baby. We still won on a push. We still won. Now, I wouldn't have won, you know, $5 grand total. But it would have netted me about $3,500. So, plus my money back, I wouldn't have lost $6,500. So, in reality, that sucked. Brad, thank you for jumping back on board my personal plays. Glad to have you back on board. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we'll have another good day today. And for everybody on my personal plays, I haven't sent them out yet. They'll be sent out here shortly. So, you know, I'll flash it on the screen one more time for everybody that's just tuning in. I'll post it on Twitter as well. You know, and this one gave me a little pit in my stomach. I should have had a really monstrous day yesterday, and unfortunately we didn't. But, you know, there was, you know, a little silver lining to it. I did do a big parlay for fun, and I'll show that one off here. I'll show that one off next. You guys can see that one. And you can see on the screen now. Did a nice big 7-team parlay. And for $1,000, paid a little over $7,000. I cashed it. So who does $1,000 parlays, $6,500 teasers? Just this dingbat over here. All right. And remember, $1,000 parlay, that's, you know, for fun for me. But as you can see on the screen, we definitely hit it. I took the guaranteed Sunday play, Carolina, Tampa Bay over 46.5. Now we took the 49ers on the money line, the Bills on the money line, which gave me a scare. The Packers on the money line, which kind of had me nervous in the beginning of the game. The Titans, which also scared me as well. And then the Steelers, who decided to make it a close one as well. So a lot of sweating. And, I mean, out of that, 6-teamer, you know, it was a lot of sweating. Every game, other than the Packers and the Giants, once they, you know, took control of the game. So, you know, it's just what we do, and There was a silver lining to it, but yeah, the teaser part stunk it up. The teaser part stunk it up. Thank you, Brad, again. Yeah, thank you for jumping back on board. Dustin says, if you marry a girl who seems to have no flaws, your divorce is going to be really messy. Same goes for picking a handicapping service. Yeah, I agree. You got to, I don't care if you guys buy from me or you buy from somebody else or you don't buy at all, and you're just out here taking free plays from people. Fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just make sure whoever you're getting plays from is financially invested in the same plays that they're giving you. And what I mean by that is whoever's giving you plays, make sure they're betting them. All right? Please, make sure they're betting them. That way, they're financially invested. That way you know you're getting what they're betting. And if they blur out their bet amounts or they, I seen somebody toting, some live wagers on the Cowboys. But they never show you, and they say how plus 500, plus $600 comeback bet, or whatever the case may be. But they don't ever show the dollar amounts. Why? Would you put $5 on it? Cool, fantastic. You made yourself, $250 or whatever the case may be. Fantastic. Winning is winning. I'm happy for everybody that wins. Want to help everybody that loses. But guys, there's people out there that, will show you a ticket. They bet both sides in hopes that, they get something to advertise the next day. So be careful. Be very careful. See it all the time, especially on Twitter. Twitter's the worst for that. Now, I'm not the biggest on Twitter by any means. I'm very small on Twitter. My Twitter account's fairly new. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, I post free plays there from time to time that aren't usually in the YouTube videos, usually in-game live wagers. So follow me there at CapNationKyle. All right, so America, good morning. Let's talk a little Major League Baseball before we get into Monday Night Football. All right, let's talk a little Major League Baseball before we get into Monday Night Football. And yes, congratulations to everybody that hammered our big Sunday guaranteed play in the NFL. 2-0 on those this year. We've had 2 Sunday guaranteed NFL games, and we're 2-0. Thank you, Leonard Fournette. Tampa Bay, Carolina over yesterday. We cashed. Dustin, do I know the requirements? I don't. However, you can keep rebetting them. Sometimes you have to. There's a timeout on it. I've bet multiple times when it will tell me. Let's just say, like if you're on premium plays today, there's a premium play that's a team total. If you're on premium plays, and on Bet Online it tells me I can only bet 500 at a time. Well, I wanted to put $3,000 on the team total, so I have to bet it 6 times. So I've bet it 6 times. Now, the first 2 it took instantly, and then after that it told me that there was a $500 cap on it. But what you have to do, you either have to wait 5 minutes or you have to wait for that line to change. So you go back in 5 minutes and you hit the rebet button and it starts the time all over again. So if the line doesn't change, now if the line changes in a minute, you can rebet it again in a minute. But if the line doesn't change, you have to wait 5 minutes and then you can rebet it. So it's pretty simple with that one. Whereas on 5 dimes, you had to wait for the line to change. Other than that, once you reach your limit, you reach your limit. But at least this one has a time delay when you reach it as well. Mr. Watson says, Kyle, some services have 20 or more cappers selling picks of the day, and they're on opposite sides and totals. Yeah, we've hammered on that for years, and what a crock of shit that is. When you get one of these big services, and they've got one clown over here selling the Saints, the other clown over here selling the Raiders. You know, at the end of the day, the owner of the company is making his money because both people sold packages. At the end of the day, one of the handicappers is pissed, or I mean, his clients are pissed off because, you know, they got the under. The other one's happy because they got the over, or vice versa. The other's happy because they took the under, and the other's unhappy because they took the over. So they're going to have winners and losers. Half their client base is going to be happy and buy again. The other half is going to be unhappy, and half of those unhappy will buy again. So it's a no-loss situation when they do that, Brian. I don't agree with it. I think it's pretty close to, you know, as scammiest as you can get in this industry. And it sucks. It definitely sucks. It's a black eye for the industry, and I wish those people would go away, but they never will. They never will. Can't get rid of clowns in this industry. All right, so Major League Baseball time. No early games today. Mike Smith says, Kyle, I'm glad you hit that live bet where you got tricked into the plus 4.5. Yeah, that was real quick. If you guys watched Live Wager yesterday, or if you didn't, we were betting live. I was trying to bet the Chiefs. I think it was Kyle, or no, it was Aaron. Aaron posted in the live chat, the Chiefs line just dropped on the money line to minus $1.60. So I went to go hammer it, and then I'm getting ready to hammer, and I'm doing it on the big Vibe interactive board back here. And if you guys can't see it here, you guys can see it now. So I've got, you know, my bet online. Well, maybe you can see it, maybe not. So there you go. So I've actually got the full board up there, and I've got my bet online account on there, and I can log in, and you guys can actually see exactly everything that I do. And so I'm trying to fire on it, and eventually I look up, and it ended up being an error, but it said the Saints, or not Saints, the Chiefs +1 at minus whatever it was, 120. So I go in there to fire $1,000 really quickly, or minus 125 at +1. So I thought I was going to get the money line at minus 160, and it changed on me. So I'm betting to $1,250 to win $1,000. And I have the button clicked that said accept any changes, auto accept any changes. So that way if the line changes, you know, if the changes from minus 125 to 150, no problem, we bet it. So I hit the submit button, and it automatically changed. And I wasn't looking because I was, you know, typing behind me, watching the live chat, watching the other screens going on. The games are on the 4 TVs behind me. And boom, it auto changed to +4.5, like minus something huge, well, like minus 350 or something. So now all of a sudden I've got like some $1,200 and $1,250 bet to win like $349. So that one was a close suck, but we cashed it anyways with the Chiefs winning. So yeah, Mike, that was definitely a good one. Nick Riss's bad beat yesterday. Pat didn't kick extra points. I actually thought the Patriots were going to win last night. Late. I was rooting for them late. I had put some money line wagers in on them late. Yeah, Brian, they don't have phone numbers either. Exactly. You guys can call us 888-561-8923. Matter of fact, if you call right now, it'll actually transfer to my cell phone. But don't call right now. That way you don't interrupt the show. All right, so Major League Baseball, which we've been trying to get to, and we haven't yet. We've been live for about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. So let's jump into it. There's one semi-early game today, Rangers, Angels going at it. You got Kyle Gibson on the mound. I mean, let's be honest. How can you not like a guy named Kyle? We're not all assholes, all right? We're not all assholes. Going up against Dylan Bundy, who's definitely looking for a bounce-back game today after his last outing. Dylan Bundy, for a shortened season, he's having an okay season. It's 5-3 on the year. He got absolutely tagged by the Diamondbacks in his last outing. He made it 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 runs on 6 hits. He did have 2 strikeouts, but he also had 2 walks along the way. He hadn't been tagged since August 23rd, where he gave up 4 runs in 5 2/3 innings against the A's. So he's definitely looking for a bounce back. He has the capability to go 6 or 7 innings. He's gone 7 innings. Multiple times this year. As far as Kyle Gibson, as far as Kyle Gibson, coming off a complete game, 4-run shutout game against the Astros on the 16th. So just 5 days ago, guys, he absolutely hammered the Astros. All right, he pitched 9 complete innings, gave up only 4 hits. He did have 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. The man was on fire. The Rangers won 1-0. 1-0. And they got their run in the 9th inning. All right, so he's definitely coming off a extreme performance. And that was on the 16th as well. Before that, on the 10th, he gave up 5 runs. He got tagged. All right, he was getting tagged for 3 out of his last 5 games, giving up 5 runs, 7 runs, 5 runs. Actually, he got tagged 4 out of the last, 6 games he's been tagged. But he did have a gem mix in there in the very last outing. That's the only thing that scares me on this one. However, Kyle Gibson against the Angels, he did face them, guys. He did face them not long ago, and the Angels tagged him. They put up 10 hits. They had 5 runs. They only struck out 3 times, and he walked 3 of them. All right? It should have been worse than that, and he got lucky in his 5 2/3 innings that he only gave up 5 runs. Now, at first, taking a look at everything, guys, I was definitely 100% leaning towards the Angels on this one, but I've since steered clear of this. I'm not on it, not in any direction. And I mean, I'll give you guys my leans on it and what I like on it. But, you know, Kyle Gibson going up against Dylan Bundy today. The Angels coming in the big favorite, laying $1.90. The Rangers plus 175. The total over and under 8.5. The Angels team total is 4.5, with the Rangers team total 3.5. Now, one thing that I was leaning towards, the Angels have notoriously hit Kyle Gibson pretty decent. I do lean towards the Angels, and this is a small lean. Remember, guys, for full disclaimer, just because I give out a lean doesn't mean it's an actual bet. If I give you guys a free play, that means I'm 100% actually betting it, okay? But as far as a lean goes, I don't bet every single lean that I give out. It's just a directional approach to trying to help you guys out, to try and find different avenues. But, you know, one thing that I do lean towards, the Angels team total here, and it's a small lean. But I do like the over 4.5. It's minus $1.33 on BetOnline right now. I expect it to go up, and that's over 4.5. Now, if Gibson comes out and has a stellar game again, well, then we're going to be toast. But as far as that goes, I think the Angels get there. I think the Angels put up 5 runs, no problem against Gibson today, against Gibson by themselves. But he's a pitcher that can go 9 innings, as we saw in his last start against the Astros. So it's not a first 5 wager. The first 5 total on that game, I believe, is 5 at plus money, plus 105. But it's definitely not a first 5 bet. So Angels full game team total over 4.5 is a nice lean there. I almost made it an official play, and as of right now, I'm not. So there's a nice big lean for you guys on that one. Tar Heel Tim, thank you, sir. I see that you just signed up. Thank you. My personal plays I text out, and I'll have my plays out in just a little bit. As soon as we're off the live chat, we'll get you back on my personal plays. Actually, it'll be your first time on my personal plays, so glad to have you on board, Tim. No need to call the number that it tells you to call, because I'll be reaching out to you as soon as about 10 minutes when we're off the live show. I'll start sending out my plays. Thank you, Nick Rez. Nick Rez says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it when you do. To the one douchebag who gave us a thumbs down, we appreciate you as well. I know you're probably having a miserable Monday, but hey, you're here, you're with us, and we're glad to have you, even if you don't like us. All right, so just moving right along. And now I'm not going to cover every single game for Monday Night Football, because, you know, we've been live for 44 minutes. I do want to hit the NFL and hit it pretty good. I'm sure we'll have a good discussion on that one. I'm sure there's probably a lot of the same opinions, although there's going to be some that are much different than others from people on here. So we want to go over the NFL in depth and really, really hard today. So we'll switch over there here in a little bit. Now, Brandon Foster, that was the guy you blocked. You know, I very rarely block anybody. I might give somebody a 5-minute timeout, but I mean, you got to be a very big disruptor and just a pain in the ass to block. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so we did give out a daily free play. It's in the daily free play video. St. Louis Cardinals, Kansas City Royals. If you want to know what that free play is, you need to go watch that daily free play video. All right, and there's another reason why you need to watch the daily free play video. Good morning, Ray. We're stepping up our promo. Guess the winner and the score promo. And guys, if you're not watching or not paying attention, we've been trying to give away some swag. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right, sizes small to XXX. Ready to give away a swag package to anybody that guesses the winner. I mean, we got like thousands of these. The winner, you got to guess the winning outcome and the final score of Monday Night Football, as well as the correct score. Do it on our YouTube video for our daily free play. So the winner, if you want the Saints or the Raiders, and the final score, you win the swag package and $150 deposited into your BetOnline account, courtesy of us. And you have to make that guess in our daily free play video. And we're giving it away. So it should be fun. It should be good. And hopefully, some of you guys finally win. And if you guys are going to win, let's make it today, because there's the cash deposit on the way. All right, so moving right along. Cardinals, Royals. As far as this game goes, I just had it on my screen and it disappeared on me. 8:05 Eastern Time. Wainwright on the mound for the Cardinals, putting his 5-1 record. Cardinals must-win situation. They need to win every single game, it seems, on their way out. They have been making us some moolah. We've been timing them right. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They've won 4 straight. We bet them live yesterday. It was a premium play yesterday. They were down during live wager. We bet them live. Tom says, great cap snap back, perfect for the big heads like mine. And remember, you guys can always get the swag right on our website, cappersdirect.com. And then click on the shop link. Takes you right to it. Hats, t-shirts, mugs, the works. Or shop.cappersdirect.com, and you can get one just like this. See? Jeff says, Wainwright has been lights out, no doubt about it. And this line is on the move. You know, this line is on the move. We put it out last night, and when you start betting it, the line definitely moves. Justice says, Pirates, my dog of the day. Cardinals are going to be going up against Carlos Hernandez. He's got a little over 9 innings, 9 and a third innings pitched so far this year. And his last outing against the Pirates tagged him 3 runs on 3 hits. He gave up 3 home runs in 3 innings. He had 2 strikeouts. St. Louis today. As far as the total goes, you know, taking a look at Adam Wainwright and what he's done, he's been lights out, guys. He's given up, for the most part, 2 runs over his last 2 runs a game over his last 4 games. Although his game against the Reds, he did give up 3 runs in 6 innings. I expect to get, unless they start hitting him or they take deep hitting counts on him, and he's got those 25, 30 pitch innings, I expect to get at least 7 innings, or at least 6 innings out of him, more than likely 7. Dustin said, hoodie's on the way. Hopefully. We have some new branded stuff coming out as well in the near future. I don't know when it'll be here, but we're working on some stuff. Working on one specifically just for the Cappers Nation show as well. So I expect quality things out of Wainwright. He'll probably give up a run or 2. He does not have a start this year where he did not give up at least one, and he's given up 2 or more since August 20th. So, a Kansas City run or 2 is definitely probable and more than likely going to happen. So, taking a look at this one, guys, first of all, let's take a look at the total. I think St. Louis will knock around Carlos Hernandez fairly well. Popping up this one, the total is over and under 9. And the Cardinals team total is 5.5. I like the 5.5. I really do. I lean towards the over 9. I'm not betting it. We have a play on the side if you want to know what it is. Obviously, you guys can read between the lines that it's St. Louis, but it's in the daily free play video. But I do lean towards the over 9, which is minus $1.19 right now, as well as the team total over 5.5. Now the Royals team total over 3.5. I think there's, and the St. Louis team total is actually plus money. It's plus 101 right now. Now the Kansas City Royals team total over 3.5 has value. I think it has value. The fact that Adam Wainwright will give up 2 runs. The problem is if he goes 7 innings, the Royals are going to have 2 innings, the 8th and the 9th, to put up 2 more, And I think the likelihood of that will be slim to none. So if Wainwright gives up his 2 or 3, I don't think there's going to be many chances after that for the Royals. I could be completely wrong. They may just tag 4 runs in the first inning. Hopefully not. So, Royals team total, no bet for me. St. Louis team total, I'll probably put a small wager on it, but nothing crazy. But that's because I've got a really nice nice play on the free play, which is the St. Louis Cardinals. But I bet it last night, guys. After we gave it out, I bet it, and we had minus 153. It was actually 143 when I started filming, and then when I refreshed the lines during filming, it went from 143 to 153 while I was filming. So I bet it there. Cardinals are already up to minus 179. I've seen anywhere from 165 to 185, depending on where you're looking. So the sooner you bet on that one, the better. Rookie MVP, what's going on? So I do like that one. And I like it a lot. To be honest with you guys, straight up and honest, it's a premium play today. All right? It's a premium play today. A premium play again today. Aaron says, yes, Adam gives up that home run with that hanging curveball. And our only hope is that that he didn't walk 2 batters before that. Our hope is going to be that, he'll walk 1 to 2 batters a game, and we just hope that they didn't get a single, a walk, and then that hanging curveball. Justice says he thinks John Lester is falling off this year with his ERA. You guys have to remember the shortened season. We're at the tail end of the baseball season, and pitchers are really getting a third of their starts compared to what they're used to. Dustin, the way BetOnline does their props is, as far as what I've seen, is they usually add some as it gets closer, but they actually have your own a pretty cool build a prop thing. And one specifically for Taysom Hill. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see one on Taysom Hill. I don't see one here for Taysom Hill. I am looking, though. But it may be something that you check back on and they might add. They have the one on Josh Hill, but not Taysom Hill. Alvin Kamara, 1+ is at minus 167. Him to get 2 touchdowns is plus 250. I'm just bouncing around. Cook to get a touchdown is plus 129. And we'll discuss that here after baseball. But I thought they would have had one, but they don't. Maybe they'll end up having one. Who knows? But I'll try and keep an eye on it. They have Taysom Hill to have the first touchdown is plus 1,700. So that is on there. But anyways, so back to baseball, guys. Obviously, St. Louis Cardinals, it is a premium play. And we gave that one to you guys free during the daily free play video. Urban Sports says, unless you're a Lions fan still, same year, miserable. Bouncing around. Tampa Bay and the Mets. The Rays 35-19, 7-3 in their last 10. They lost their last game against the Orioles 2-1 in a very low-scoring, close game. Breaking news, Saquon Barkley has a torn ACL and will miss the remainder of the season. Saquon Barkley is out. Good thing I don't have him on fantasy. Yeah, Yankees still to be determined. And we'll go over that one here in a little bit. Taking a look, Tampa Bay and the Mets, guys. Going up against Jacob deGrom. He's 4-1 on the year. And they're laying the big juice today. He's expected to start today. It hasn't been named official yet, but he's the expected starter. His last outing on the 16th went 2 innings, and he was getting beat up. Gave up 3 runs on 4 hits and 2 innings, had 1 strikeout and a walk. He just didn't have it. He exited with a sore hamstring spasms. Kind of like Dakota Hudson this last week with the St. Louis Cardinals, a tight elbow. Tell me you didn't know it was tight before the game started? Please. He got tagged around in the first 2 innings and had hamstring tightness. No, he just didn't have it. Against Toronto, he went 6 innings, gave up 1 run on 3 hits, had 9 Ks. The game before that, he had 12 strikeouts against the Phillies. And 7 innings, he had 12 strikeouts, gave up 1 run on 3 hits. Before that, 9 strikeouts and 6 innings, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits against the Marlins. He's hittable. Not many do, but he's definitely hittable. He's had some games where he's given up some runs, but for the most part, deGrom is having another stellar year. Now, he did play the Rays back in July of last year and pitched 8 complete innings, gave up 1 run on 4 hits, had 8 strikeouts. So not much experience for the Rays going up against Jacob deGrom, obviously. Rookie MVP says, man, all y'all teams are good. Try being a Dolphins fan. There's dilemma number There's dilemma number one for the new football week, week 3, Thursday night football. Thursday night football this Thursday, Dolphins and the Jaguars. The Jags do have a win on the season. They're 1-1. Dolphins made it close against the Bills. They ultimately lost, though. All right, so as far as this game goes, as far as Tampa Bay laying the big juice, Tampa Bay catching the big money, the Giants, the New York Giants, the New York Mets laying the big juice. I'm all messed up. Pete Fairbanks for the Rays, guys. You can't really judge him because he's just going to be the opener. He's just going to be the opener. It's what he's been doing. Rays using their opener to get through the season. Not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it for this game. Even though the total's low at 7, I'm a stay away. I'm a stay away for this one. I know I actually had a few people text me and ask me what my opinion was on this one. If I thought that the Mets on the run line was a safe bet. And I'm not a fan of it. First of all, I'm not a big fan of, betting on teams that are under 500. I have no problem fading them. Greg, I'd have to say that rookie MVP has you beat. His team is winless. The Browns have a win on the season so far. Absolutely, Aaron, dropping a little knowledge on you guys. And I don't think they stand a chance to put up enough runs to be competitive against the Mets today. I think the Mets have a stellar game. The Mets probably, I don't want to say probably win. The Rays are the better team. They're 35-19. They're trending in the right direction. The Mets are definitely beatable. Braves just beat them 7-0 yesterday. DeGrom is beatable. DeGrom hasn't had, he doesn't have a perfect record this year. Some teams have took advantage of him. He's coming off those hamstring spasms. I'm sure they rehydrated him with a little bit of Gatorade and an IV, and he was probably just fine, or he was probably just fine and just didn't have it that day. So if you're on the Rays, hopefully he doesn't have it today and you guys tag the shit out of him. I'm not a Jacob deGrom fan or a Mets fan by any means. So as far as this one, I'm off of it. Do I like the over? Not really. Do I like the under? Not really. So for this one, and a lot of people ask me, that's the reason why I talked about it. I'm off of it. Now, the Rockies and the Giants, Marquez against Johnny Cueto up in San Francisco. Both teams entering, with some playoff hopes alive. And they need to win. Both teams need to win. Giants 3rd in the NL West. Rockies 4th in the NL West. 3 games back from the Giants. These are going to be an important series for both teams here. Going to be a very important series for both teams here. And they're going to be able to go at it for the next 4 days. 4-game series starting today. Jermaine Marquez, the opening starter for the Rockies. Started out having a great year, 2-6 on the year. He started out having a great season, and it's completely plummeted. He's 2-6 on the year, and he gets tagged. But it's not hard for people to get tagged, up in Colorado. Justice DeGrom is definitely a decent pitcher. I'm just not a fan of his. He's definitely a decent pitcher, though. He's a great pitcher. How do you not win the Cy Young and not be a decent pitcher? But Jermaine Marquez, guys, he's been getting beat up every so often, although his last, 3 starts have been quality. He went 6 2/3 against Oakland, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. The problem in his last game is he had nearly as many walks as he did strikeouts. He had 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. So he's lucky that they only gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. Now his game against the Angels, he went 7 complete innings. He gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. He had 5 strikeouts, ground ball pitcher. Only had 1 walk. And going back to Fairbanks Justice, As far as Fairbanks being tough to go against, he's just the opener. You'll get 1 inning out of him, and then it'll be off. So, yeah, they're only going to have to worry about Fairbanks for an inning more than likely. His game before that against the Dodgers, Marquez went 7 innings, gave up just 2 runs against the hard-hitting Dodgers. He did give up 5 hits. He had 5 strikeouts, and again, another game where he had nearly as many walks as he did strikeouts, and he got lucky that he only gave up 2 runs, giving up 5 hits and 3 walks, letting 8 runners reach base against the Dodgers is dangerous no matter what. Before that, he was getting tagged 5 runs, 3 runs, 10 runs in 5 innings against the Astros, who just absolutely annihilated his ERA. But if you guys remember, the Rockies bullpen was depleted, and they needed that extra inning out of them because they were getting ready to start a 4-game series. And he was charged a bunch of more runs after the fact, unfortunately for him. So as far as this one goes, Johnny Cueto on the mound for the Giants, guys. Johnny Cueto has just been so inconsistent this year. He'll have a stellar game where he'll go 6 2/3 or 6 innings. He'll give up 1 run on 3 hits. He'll have that big 6-7 strikeouts. Hold a team to a couple or a handful of hits and 1 run and a walk. And then there'll be games like his last game against the Padres where he pitches 5 1/3, gives up 6 runs on 7 hits. Has 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. So the inconsistencies from Johnny Cueto, you just don't know which pitcher you're going to get. It could be the 6 2/3 Johnny Cueto against the Diamondbacks, who gives up 1 run on 3 hits and fanned 6. And it didn't matter that he walked 3. Still only gave up 1 run. Johnny Cueto, very inconsistent. But I'll be honest with you, one team is trending in the right direction, and it's not the Rockies. They've won just 3 out of their last 3 out of their last 10, 3 7 in their last 10. This was a team that was up there at one time. They were first in the NL West, and they've completely plummeted over their last 20 games. Now the Giants, they're actually at 500, 26-26 on the year. They've won 5 out of their last 10 games. They are coming off their 14-2 victory over the A's, and their bats have been cracking, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Now, they did just lose a series to the A's. They ended up losing 2 out of their 2 out of the 3 games. Before that, they beat the Mariners twice. I'd like to say they're trending in the right direction more. Obviously, they've got 3 games on Colorado here. If I was going to do anything on this one, I do lean towards the over on this. Okay, I do lean towards the over, and I like the Giants. I like the Giants. I think let's see what the odds are right now on Bet Online. Let me pop that one up. Go to the very bottom of the board here. But over 8 minus 103. I think there's definitely some value there. Giants laying $1.15. That's it. I think there's value there. Yeah, Kyle, we were just talking about that. So I do lean towards the Giants, and it's not just a lean. I am going to be betting this. I do think they get the victory for us today. I gave them out. I've been very strategic with the Giants this year, and I don't think I've lost on them yet. Now, I don't bet them a lot. I've had to definitely bob and weave and pick and choose my spots carefully, but the San Francisco Giants have been a team that I've picked correctly every single time this year, so I do lean towards them. Not a lean, but I am going to make it a free play. I'll put it up on the free play board. So free play, San Francisco Giants, minus $1.15. The lean is on the over 8. But here's something I'm also going to make a free play. All right? And as of right now, I'm going to put my bet in right now, and you guys should too. The San Francisco Giants full game team total on Bet Online right now. And as soon as you guys bet it, it's going to go up to 4.5, I promise you. So bet it literally right now is over 3.5. Giants team total over 3.5. It's minus 137. So it's going to be 4.5 here in a minute. So make sure you guys get it in. The sooner the better. So we'll put these 2 free plays up on the board for you guys. Get the board up there for you guys. Got to change that date to the good old 21st. We don't want blue. We want black. Oh, come on. So the Giants on the money line for the game minus 115. And then the Giants team total, which you guys are going to literally push up while we're live. There we go. Move that one down just a little bit. So there's 2 free plays up on the board. I think we go 2-0 in this game. I really do. I like that avenue. Juan says, good morning, Juan. Says the best capper. Thank you. Alex, good morning. So over 3.5 is a bargain. And I would not be surprised when it goes to 4.5 here in a little bit. When it goes to 4.5, they'll probably give us plus money. But I do like the 3.5. I think the 3.5 is an easy win. Kyle says he likes the Raiders plus the points. I know you do from our contest on our daily free play video. For everybody that doesn't know, first of all, we are running a contest on our daily free play video. And I want you guys to win, all right? What we're doing is we're giving away a Capper's Direct swag package. And I've got a bunch here. And this is just a small, I mean, we got thousands of this stuff. Hats, t-shirt, mug, some swag. Sizes from small to triple X. So you get the Capper's Direct swag package and $150 deposited into your Bet Online account. All you have to do is on our daily free play video, comment 1 entry per person, void where prohibited. The winner, as well as the final score in our daily free play video. Not this one, in our daily free play video. Make that comment over there. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up on that video and share it on your Twitters and your social medias. Get that video trending. And I hope a bunch of you win this week. I'm tired of not giving any out. So we stepped it up. And it should be a good one today. All right, guys, we're going to take a look. Saints, Raiders. We're going to see what we can find in this one. Now, first of all, I'm going to give a full disclaimer. As of right now, I am not on the side of this game. Now, it may end up being a personal play of mine. But as of right now, I don't have a bet in on the side. Premium play, we have a play on the total. The over, the under. If you want to know what it is, you have to get on board our premium plays. That's for the total. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. It's still going on sale. As far as premium plays today, it's a busy day. 4 premium plays today. Football, baseball, and it's going to be a good day. As far as the side of the game goes, we're going to discuss it here. We're going to break it down. We're going to have some fun. And we're going to make some money on it. All right, we're going to try and find some other avenues, maybe some prop bets and stuff like that to go over as well. Dustin, 100% you're moving it. 100%. 100% you're moving it. All right, 100% you're moving it. Feels good to move a line, doesn't it? Especially as a group. It's exactly what we're doing. Exactly what we're doing as a group. And we're going to continue doing that. So I have the NFL live lines popping up. And as you can see on the board, speaking of live lines, guys, if you're not using the live lines on our website, you should. Right here, guys, 100% live odds. We already have week 3s already up there. And the ones that are blank is just because they haven't released their week 3 odds yet. I mean, heck, even next week's Monday Night Football game between the Chiefs and the Ravens, the line currently is 3.5 Ravens with a total over and under 51.5 at the Westgate. So live odds right on our website, guys. 100% free. They're not delayed. They're not scrapped XML feeds. Those are the fastest live updated odds instantly on the internet. What do I think of Kamara anytime TD prop? I like it. I like it. I think he's a quality TD prop individual. I think the probability is pretty high, but I think right now you're probably going to pay some juice on it. Now, popping up all the markets for this game. First of all, let's go over the lines. We're going to go over where they started at and where they're at now. Okay, and where the money is at. We're going to go over all of that. All right. First of all, you come over here for Monday Night Football. All right. Don't know if, let's see here. You guys should be able to see it. Hold on. This number right here. And it might be a little blurry, but if it's blurry, I'll tell you what it says. All right. That number that's circled up there shows the opening number. Saints laying 5.5. The total at 51.5. That's what the total opened up at. Okay. Total opened up at 51.5. Currently at BetOnline, Saints laying 5.5 minus 105. You can get it down to 5 at minus $1.15. The line is trending in a downward direction. The total on this one, over and under 48.5 minus $1.10. So this line right here, guys, and this one specifically. Oh, you guys can't see when I do that. Right in here, but that one right there is going down. Why? Why? Why is it going down? You have to ask yourself that. Why is it going down? Is it because everybody in the world is pounding it? Is it because a couple sharps in Vegas, when they made that line, did they make it too high to start? So some sharps came in and absolutely pounded the under? That's what you need to decipher. That's what you need to understand. John Tan says, real question, season opener for the Raiders. Will this be a boring, no-scoring game or a Monday night high-scoring to keep it exciting? Exactly. It's the reason why the totals dropped 3 full points. All right? Take a look at where the money's at. Is it Vegas just doing a reverse trick on us? Or is it Vegas acting accordingly? That's what we have to decipher. Now, we have a premium play on the total. If you want to know what it is, you'll have to get on board the premium plays. I have no problem breaking it down for you, telling you where the money's at, and all of that stuff. But it wouldn't be fair to all of our premium play clients just to give away all the premium plays. I know everybody would like that, but it wouldn't be fair to them. But I can tell you right now, 65% of the money as of right now, it's still rolling in on the over, while that total has dropped. But there's been a lot more money come in on the under, all right? The numbers were actually lopsided yesterday. It was 85-15 to the over. Now it's 65-35. So we've seen a 20% swing towards the under with that line being higher and dropping to 48.5. There's still money pouring in on the under. As far as the side of this game, it was completely lopsided. It was 70-30, and now it's dropped. It's 54-46 in favor of the Saints. 54% of all the money coming in right now is coming in on the Saints, laying the 5.5 points. But since that money has switched and the money's been coming in on the Vegas Raiders, we have seen that line with the juice start trending in the downward trajectory. It's now minus 105 for 5.5, which means you can get 5 at minus 105 with that line dropping. Now, if you want plus 5.5, you're going to have to lay a little bit of juice. You have to lay $1.15. You have to lay 5 cents more than you normally would. The way things are trending, Tom, good morning. Congratulations on your Big Ten team parlay. $10 paid $300. Congratulations, brother. Huge parlay there. As far as where this is trending, the line is trending down. The total is obviously not trending down. The total dropped down 3 full points. As far as the total goes, you guys have to decide, was it an overreaction by the books? Did they set that line too high and they said, oh shit, we need to drop it down to 48.5? We took too much action on the under? Or has it just been a steady course of money coming in on the under the last 2 days? That's what you guys have to be able to decipher. As far as taking a look at the side of this game, Raiders plus 5.5. First half, Raiders plus 3. Taking a look at some quarter props. First quarter, for shits and giggles, first quarter total is over 10, plus 105. Usually you see 9.5 or 13.5 or 7.5 or 3.5 if they're expecting a barn burner. Total over and under 10. Second quarter, 14.5 is the total. Saints team total is set at 27, 21.5 for the Vegas Raiders. Now, Dustin says, all I know is the Saints defense is legit. As far as the Saints defense being legit, excuse me, they did beat the Bucs 34-23. Tom Brady's first game, there's always going to be rust. I'd like to see what happens in a matchup later down the season between those two teams. Both teams really weren't rushing the ball. The Bucs had 86 rushing yards up against them. Brady had 224 in the air. Some TDs. Saints did have that big 2 interceptions. Forced the Bucs to punt 5 times. Recovered 1 fumble. Quality D? Absolutely. Quality D? Absolutely. But you have to ask yourself, what changed with their defense from last year to this year? What changed with their defense from last year to this year? Because they sure as hell didn't have that top defense. Look what the Bucs, every one of their games between them and the Bucs seemed to hit 70 points last year or more. And a shootout to the end. And that was without Brady. That was with old Teddy. Or Jameis Winston, excuse me. As far as the Raiders go, giving up 30 to Carolina. Carolina had 129 yards on the ground and 259 in the air. Almost 400 yards of offense. John 10 says, if I ask myself any more questions, my head's about to pop. Andre says, Jenkins is a huge pickup for the Saints on D. Absolutely. Absolutely, he definitely is. No doubt about it. But overall, he's not going to be the deciding factor. They did lack that third quarter. 100%. 100% I agree with you. Major pickup. Major pickup. Hey guys, give me 1 second, all right? Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Don't go anywhere, all right? We're going to finish breaking down this game. Don't go anywhere. I'll literally be right back, all right? Hang tight just a second, okay? All right, we're back. We're back. So, Greg says, if the new stadium in Vegas was full in tonight's game, being the first game being played there, I think the Raiders could pull out a win. Here's the thing with Vegas, and I'm going to be real honest with you guys. As far as hometown fans, the Raiders fans travel. It didn't matter if they were in Oakland. It didn't matter if they were in Los Angeles. Raiders fans travel. There is Raider transplants everywhere you go in the entire world. It doesn't matter if it's here. It doesn't matter if it's there. Raiders fans travel. And we are frozen. So I'll get the frozen screen. Thank you. So, they travel very well. Kind of like Cowboy fans, Packers fans. You find them everywhere. However, the Saints fans travel. There seems to be a hoodat everywhere you go. Look under all the bridges and you find them. Tailgating with the hoodat under the bridges this last year was a lot of fun. Going to that Saints game, hanging out with hoodat Bob, Danny Daniels, and everybody else. But as far as if the stadium was full, I think there would be a mix. Would there be Raider fans? Absolutely. See, here's the thing. They may have sold out season tickets, but they weren't all by Raiders fans. Audio's low. Let me turn it up for you. There we go. That should get you a little bit louder. You know, with the way things roll in Vegas and stadiums, MGM having a piece in building that building, the casinos have so many season tickets that they just give away to gamblers. People from out of town, people from in town, big clients, regular clients. So while they might have sold out season tickets like that, most of them were taken by the casinos. Much like the Golden Knights. So now the Golden Knights get a good home crowd. Vegas loves our hockey. All right. However, when it comes to football, that's new to Vegas. I promise you, all those natives from Vegas, they're not Raider fans. They're not Raider fans. Now, they might be. Vegas has been an area that only supports winning programs. If you're not the hottest thing in Vegas, you're not the hottest show, you're not the hottest bar, you're not the hottest nightclub, you get no love, you get no support from Vegas residents. None whatsoever. It's going to be no different than the Raiders. Now, the Raiders fan base from California, from Southern California to Oakland and the entire Bay Area, yeah, they will travel. They'll go to home games, and they're diehard Raider fans. So, as far as that goes, as far as the stadium atmosphere, if it was full, I think you'd get a very mixed and diverse group. Now, and I think that's the way it's going to be in any game. It's no different than going to a hockey game in Glendale, Arizona against the Coyotes. There's so many transplants in Phoenix that at every game, it seems that there's nearly just as many Edmonton Oilers fans than there are Coyotes fans when the Oilers come to town. Or hell, when the Blackhawks come once a year, there's more Blackhawk fans in the stadium or the arena than there are Coyotes fans. It's just because hockey hasn't been there a lifetime. Definitely, as Scott says, opportunity for the Raiders to flex and shine. As far as the side of the game, obviously, let's be honest. Let's be honest. For what we've seen let's start with coaches. Sean Payton, John Gruden. Which one's better on TV? John Gruden. Which one was great a long time ago? John Gruden. Has John Gruden made some good coaching decisions since coming back and taking over the Raiders? Yeah, he has. Has he made some piss poor coaching decisions? Absolutely he has. Give me 1 second, folks. As far as the coaching standpoint goes, I lean Sean Payton and the Saints. I like John Gruden. He's probably my favorite as far as personality goes, as far as head coach. Has he adapted to the times? No, but I think he's trying. He's done enough work with the college kids and the Gruden's camp, watching those quarterbacks progress. He knows a star when he sees one, and he knows talent, and he can call plays. That is a fact. But can he keep up with the evolving times of the Saints? Of the NFL and what the Saints have been doing and their high-powered offense? That I don't know. I liked him a long time ago. And I agree with Dustin. I definitely miss his commentary far more than his coaching. Oscar, maybe Vegas pays the refs tonight. No, there's integrity over that one. I doubt it. We referees are human, just like me and you. We could all make bad decisions, all make bad choices in the blink of an eye. As far as coaching matchup, I give the win to the Saints. Player personnel, talent. Let's start at quarterback. Now we know Derek Carr is getting a start. Derek Carr was great at Fresno State playing in the Mountain West. He's had some stellar games in the NFL. I do not believe Derek Carr will be a superstar elite quarterback in the NFL. Sorry, it's just my opinion. I do believe he's a quality quarterback. I do believe he's a quality quarterback for a franchise until they're able to find and develop their franchise quarterback. But I don't think Derek Carr is the face of any team when it comes to being an elite quarterback. Now, on a personal level, for charity and what he does for his community and what he does as a human being, Derek Carr, right up there is number one. But he's not an elite quarterback. He's not a Drew Brees. He's not a Tom Brady. Hell, he's not even a pick six Rivers. Edge, quarterback, Saints. Oscar says he's like Dak Prescott. See, I disagree on that one. I think Dak's way up there and has the potential to be an elite quarterback. You just have to remember, Dak hasn't had any quality coaching. Now, McCarthy, quality coach, might be past his prime. We're going to find out the later stages of the season. If McCarthy can come back and adapt and evolve into what the NFL is today, you got to remember McCarthy was stuck with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers was stuck with McCarthy. That marriage failed, and they parted ways. McCarthy's first game, not kicking the field goal. To tie the game, whatever decision he decided to do and to make in game one, they'll live with. And it's too early to tell if McCarthy for the Cowboys has or will evolve. However, Dak, the difference between Dak and Derek Carr, I think Dak Prescott has the ability to be an elite quarterback. Probably with a different team. Probably with a different owner. And probably most likely with a different coach. However, the coach, I think it would be disrespectful and not fair to judge McCarthy after 2 games for what Dak's capable of doing. I mean, let's be honest. Dak can take a hit. He can run. He can move the ball. He helped the Cowboys beat the Falcons in a shootout with 30 second half points where they outscored the Falcons 30-10 in the second half after putting up just 10 in the first half. And it was all in the second quarter, mind you. He went 34 of 47. He put up 450 yards. Okay, he had no touchdowns. He had 1 touchdown and 0 interceptions. And that's only on 89 rushing yards from Zeke. Put up 18 rushing yards himself and 450 in the air. Passer rating 109.4. Quality to say that Dak had a great game. First quarter may have not went so swell. But then again, the Dallas D has to own up to some of that as well. The Dallas defense has to own up to some of that as well. And the Cowboys need to stop fumbling the ball. Four fumbles, 3 for lost. So, absolutely LT, they'll still always be Cowgirls. So, comparing Dak to Derek Carr, Dak Prescott's way ahead. All right, so back to this one. Quarterback matchup. We already know coaching matchup. Saints. Edge to the Saints. Quarterback matchup. Edge to the Saints. There's already 2 big pieces of the puzzle. Now, we already know the Saints are tested. They don't mind playing under the coach. Janarius Jenkins was a huge pickup for the Saints this last year. No doubt about it. When you start taking a look at the other matchups and the rest of the roster, Alvin Kamara, Josh Jacobs matchup, Jared Cook. Cook's going to probably have a big game today. Take a look at the Raiders. Obviously, it's, after one game, so it's very hard to tell who's going to shine for Oakland, for Derek Carr, who's going to catch those balls. But Darren Waller received 6. Caught 6 passes in their first game for 45 yards. Ruggs, he's questionable. I was told he will probably suit up. Just don't know how effective he's going to be. Don't even get me started on the Taysom Hill. That whole wild card. When they use Taysom Hill, they're just mocking teams. And the sad thing is they're mocking them and it's effective. They generally, when they go to Taysom Hill or they involve him in a play, they either get the first down they need, a touchdown, or a huge play down the field. And it's classic. Breeze and Taysom, as soon as the play is done, they go do their big bro hug. Smiling. Haha, we tricked these fools again. How many different trick plays can we come up with Taysom Hill? Well, I don't believe the Saints' money line is plus 178. Or it pays plus 178 is what you're asking. Because the Saints' money line is minus 220. But as far as the total goes, the over and under, I've got no opinion. I mean, I do have an opinion, but that's part of our premium plays. But as far as the side of the game, 100% lean towards the Saints. I really do. The Saints are the better program. The Saints are established. If the Saints don't make the playoffs, there's going to be a lot of people asking a lot of questions. Now, if the Raiders don't make the playoffs, it's just going to be the norm. And that's not a knock, that's reality. That's the difference in caliber of coaching and player personnel and the expectations for that program. So as far as this one goes, first game in Raiders Stadium, I know the Raiders want to come out in Allegiant Stadium and come out firing and walk away with a victory and start 2-0 on the season. You already know that. We already know that. Yes, Michael Thomas is out with an ankle injury. Be out 2 to 4 weeks, I believe, from what I saw. Is that going to be a big deciding factor in the game? It's not going to help. I mean, he had 3 receptions for 17 yards. Out of 5 targets in the first game. He's a great distraction, opens up Kamara, Cook, Emmanuel Sanders. But where Thomas is out, just look for Emmanuel Sanders to step up. The opportunity's shining on Emmanuel Sanders, and I love Emmanuel Sanders. That's a fact. He had 3 receptions for 15 yards and a touchdown. Look for him to build a very good chemistry with Drew Brees. And I would not be surprised I would not be surprised to see Emmanuel Sanders take over as far as number one targets, or at least Drew Brees is one of his favorite targets. AD says, good luck in your bets, everyone. Please avoid betting on the same side as the squares. Here's my opinion on that one. Sharps or squares, if you have to give yourself a self-imposed title, no offense, but you're an idiot. And I wasn't calling you an idiot, AD. People that give themselves a title of a sharp is just a self-imposed title. A sharp is somebody that beats the closing line consistently, day in and day out. That's a sharp bettor. I can promise you the games that we give out, 9 out of 10 we beat the closing line. 9 out of 10 we beat the line movement. Now there's one time or 2 out of 10 that we just can't stay away. But a sharp bettor is somebody that beats the closing line consistently. You want to know the definition of a sharp? Go to any sports book, ask to speak to the sports book director, and ask him what a sharp bettor is, and he will tell you. A sharp is somebody that beats the closing line consistently. To say the public loses, you're flat out wrong. The public wins just like sharps lose. It's a fact. Michael says, I'm more of a rectangle. Well, depending on which area you're checking, I'm probably more of a circle. I like that quote by Dustin H. Anyone who has to tell others they are the king is no king. Exactly. I love it. On Twitter, you get these high-profile people that are on BetMGM or Yahoo Sportsbooks, TV shows, blah, 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 or internet shows. I'm a sharp bettor, don't bet with the squares. Blah, 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 blah. Show a flipping ticket. Show that you have the nutsack to actually bet a game. And then come back and talk to us. I mean, heck, I have no problem showing you guys this one. Oh, wait. It's because we actually bet here. So I don't need a title. You don't need to call me a sharp bettor. I already know I'm sharp when it comes to beating the closing line. I already know that. I don't need the title. If you guys are going to give me a title, now some of you guys call me the GOAT, which I find is a compliment. Some of you guys can call me an asshole, and I find that as a compliment. So if you're going to use a title for me, just make me YouTube's #1 asshole. I definitely don't need the sharp imposed title or anything like that. You want to call me a square? Call me a circle, because my gut's kind of large. But so is my wallet. And that's because I don't give a shit where the squares are betting or where the sharps are betting. This is a good preach session, because this is a fact. I don't care where the public is betting or where the self-imposed title sharps are betting. Now, the part that I do like about that is I like being able to use that to my advantage. Mappy McMap says, this is stupid. Cool, buddy. Have a great day. Good luck. But what I will do is I will take where the money is going, and I'll use that to my advantage. Let's just say I want to take the under on tonight's game. If I see that the money is coming in on the under, and the public is hammering the under, then I better bet that game as fast as possible before that line drops. If it's at 51.5 and the public is pounding the under, I better bet it at 51.5. I better bet it before it gets to 48.5. But let's just say I want to take the over. If I want to take the over and I see people pounding the under, I'm not going to bet it right away. Why in the world would I bet it at 51.5 when I could sit around, relax, monitor that line, and I could watch that line drop like a rock to 48.5? And then I could say, The overbets still haven't started coming in yet. That line's still dropping. It's trending in a downward trajectory. Let me wait a little longer. Oh, wait. Oh, some overbets are coming in. Lines coming back up. Boom. Fire my bet. Same thing with the side. Let's just say I want to bet the Saints. I could wait for every sharp or square, whatever you want to call them, to bet on the Raiders, bet that line down. And then you can hammer the Saints. Or if you're taking the Raiders and you think you and your mother and your stepmother and your aunties and your uncles and your third cousins in the trailer park in Tampa are going to be betting the Raiders and you want to take the Raiders and that line's going to drop on them from plus 5.5 to 5 or 4.5 before kickoff, then you better bet them soon. Now, that's the only information that I will use to my betting advantage on where the sharps or the squares are actually betting. And AD, that wasn't directed just at you. That was directed at everybody because I see that all the time. Don't bet with the public. The public always loses. Bullshit. Public wins too. The public wins too. And sharps lose too. But hey, if giving somebody a self-imposed title as a sharp makes them sleep better at night, makes them think that they're losing bets, made them a little stronger because they've got a nice title, cool, by all means, give them a title. You can call me an asshole. Use that to your advantage. If you have access to where the money is going and where the sharps or squares are betting, use that to your advantage. Either you need to bet now or you need to bet later. Use that to your advantage. It'll make you a hell of a lot more money than following one side or the other. I could care less where anybody's betting. The only bet that I care about is the one that I'm making. But I'll use that advantage. John Tan says, public hammering the Raiders line. Drop to 4 Saints now. I haven't seen 4. I haven't seen 4. Actually, you are correct. It is 4. 100%, John. You are correct. I stand corrected. BetOnline has the Saints at 4. Just while the show's been live, it's gone from 5.5 to 4. Okay? It's gone from 5.5 to Saints laying 4. Total still hanging strong at 4 at over and under 48.5. You can get 4 minus $1.16. You can buy it down to 3 minus $1.51. Personal opinion, in my play, I like the Saints. I like the Saints, but if this much money is coming in on the Raiders, I will wait. I will wait until game time. Maybe we get 3.5. I mean, it's 10 o'clock here on the West Coast. It's 10 o'clock. We have 7 hours before kickoff. In the last 2 hours, it's dropped 1.5 points. So, free play on the side. I like the Saints laying the 4. I'm not going to go... I'll probably put in a nice little wager at 4. Now, if it goes back up, I'll bet it again. But I'm going to monitor it for the rest of the day to see if I can get it lower. But that takes time. It takes watching the line, watching the money. So when I'm not live, I pay attention to line movements. I've got live access to live odds on my website. I can monitor where the money's going. Use that to our advantage. It's a big line drop in literally 2 hours of time. Not even 2 hours. John Tan says 48.5 under is a play. The line's dropped 3 points. Kyle B says it's 12 here. Well, it's 10 on the West Coast. So, free play going up on the board. Free play going up on the board. You know, and with the line dropping to 4, before the money line was minus 200. Another avenue that you can start looking at, they kept the money line up there. The money line, was 220. They kept the money line. They dropped it 1.5, but they kept the money line at 210. They don't want you to bet the Saints on the money line. They do not want you to bet the Saints on the money line. Man, that camera wobbling up there. But anyways, they don't want you to bet the Saints on the money line. They're tagging you on that line. So as far as this one goes, guys, Saints laying 4. That's what I'm going to be betting. Now, if I can get it lower than that, I'm going to monitor and I'm going to wait. I would imagine getting it at 4 will get some bettors. Kyle says he took it at 3 minus $1.40. Great bet right there. I'm gonna wait and see if the line will drop even more. See if more money keeps pounding on the Raiders to drop that line even lower for us. So, but when we get off the live chat, I will put in a small little wager for me, which is about 1,000 on the Saints laying the 4. And if I can get it to drop even lower than that, then I'll start pounding it. So Saints, who dat? All right, guys, enjoy that one. We will be live tomorrow back at our normal time, 10 a.m. on the East Coast, 7 on the West Coast. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Take 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button. We go live 7 days a week. We break down all the games, give out multiple free plays every single day. As you can see on the board, free plays on the board. Free plays on the board. Move this over so you guys can actually see. We'll be live again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific. On the weekends, we go live, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 on the West Coast, Saturday, Sunday to break down all of college football, all of the NFL. Then we go live during the second quarter of the games for Live Wager, where we do a show geared 100% now towards live in-game wagering. So hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss a beat. Daily free play video is out with a free play in Major League Baseball, where we're doing a promo. Guess the winner of Monday Night Football as well as the correct score. And you win a Cappers Direct swag package as well as $150 to bet online. And I'm ready to give some stuff away. So go on our daily free play video. Make your guess in that video only. Let's make some money. Everybody that tuned in, great show. Thank you. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out the door. Would greatly appreciate it. We had over 200 people tuning in live today. It was awesome. And we'll be live again tomorrow morning. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. Remember, guys, always bet responsibly. Good luck. And again, I can't preach that enough. Always bet responsibly. All right? Bet within your means. Bet within your limits. Know your risks. And be consistent. My best advice, be consistent, and we'll hammer the books. All right, guys? Good luck, everybody. And follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. I'll probably have a halftime bet or an in-game wager during the game on my Twitter. All right, guys, good luck, everybody, and we'll see you guys